Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Zenith. I know it's been a while again, but nevertheless, let's talk about what are we exactly going to do in today's meeting. Today, I'm going to teach you all the art of effective writing, how to write long answers, how to write effective essays that will help you gain the maximum marks in your exam. I have some tried and tested shortcuts. I have some tried and tested small but effective works to be done prior writing the essays and the long answers. And of course, I have little homework for you. So without any delay, let's just plunge into today's lesson. So today's lesson is all about how to write effective long answer. Now writing something is a real art, children. Why? Because I might be very explainable when I speak something, but maybe my writing scripture does not be that impactful, does not support that kind of thought. So today, let's learn how to write an effective essay, and we already are aware that not all professional forums support your verbal or speech. They do support your handwritten thing. You have to mail, you have to write things. So let us learn how to write these kind of things. Now what happened, why this video is delayed, I got a clarification to that also. Now the last video I recorded was the same topic. I taught you all about how to write long answers, but somehow something wrong happened to that and it failed to get uploaded into it. And so I thought now it's high time I must record it again and tell it to you all. So let's just plunge into the lesson and understand what exactly is the art of writing. I have already prepared some notes. I want you all to understand that notes. Now, anyone who has been studying through me, any of my students out there, you are already aware what is that key ingredient into my kind of essay writing. Of course, if you guessed it right, it is wheel of thoughts. So today I will also teach you all wheel of thoughts. Now the name is not only creative but also funny at the same time. I will tell you why this name sounds little funny to you. Now, let's talk about that. Wheel of thought means the way your thought process actually works. Now, this lesson of the day is not only about English, but it's also going to talk about little about psychology, how our brain actually functions. See, people, actually, what happens, the thing our brain already is aware of, the topics our brain is already learned of, tends to react in nanoseconds. I will help you how. Let's say right now I talk to you all about global warming and I give you 2 minutes to think about global warming. There will be various things that will keep on ringing bell in your head over and over. Let's say global warming. Of course, if I give you one word, so one word becomes a reflective essay. So global warming can be, what is the cause of global warming, what is the role of global warming, how is global warming affecting the nature, how is global warming uh, really deplecting and has been a result of so many extinction of animal and wildlife as well. So let's say these are the few things that came into my head. So when I got to learn about this global warming, and anyone who's an ISC out here, you already know that when we were taught ISC in EVS in class 7, 8, and 9, we were taught that CFCs are very is a key ingredient in ozone layer depletion, and all this is happening because of global warming. And also there were so many things that we have learned, but today when I think of global warming, I could only see the rise in the earth's temperature, melting down of glaciers, extinct of wildlife, the I would say the sudden health and climate changes. All these are actually very uh, active result of constant increase in the earth's temperature happen because of global warming. So let's say this was the thing. Now let's say I got 4 or 5 topics to write in my global warming thing. So what has happened here, I not only have discussed it, I not only have known that these 5 things eventually came into my mind right after knowing the word global warming. So when these few words have actually struck me a little hard, will my brain not be prepared enough to write a paragraph about that? Of course, yes. Now, you will understand the psychology in detail into the next exercise we are going to discuss together. See, now let's talk about essentials of writing an effective essay. What exactly is essay writing? In our ISC English paper 1, there are 6 questions of essay, out of which we have to choose one. My suggestion is for, if you are asking my suggestion for the optimization and the selection of the essay, then I would say go for narrative, descriptive, reflective. Expressive also at times can be word. But if you already know that you are quite good in English, you are quite good in expressing your opinions and your ideas, then please go for argumentative question, because this is like shooting an arrow in the dark. If this arrow hits the spot, you get 10 out of 10, and if it misses, little chances, a millimeter here and there, you might lose the life. So what exactly it is, let's talk about that. I'm just going to share the screen to you people. Okay, so let's talk about this. I hope the screen is absolutely available and visible to everybody. Now let's talk about this. Now there are narrative, descriptive, argumentative, reflective, expressive, and storytelling questions given into our ISC English paper 1 for question number 1. And out of this, we have to go for any one for 20 marks, which is too much. And the word limit is around 400 to 450 words. Now, children, what exactly happens with the selection of the words and your opinions and your ideas? When you choose the word limit, when you go for the word limit, sometimes I have seen people, most of my children actually face that they fidget for words while they are in the middle of their essay. That happens only because your brain was not prepared for this long speech writing, for this long writing scripture. So first of all, you have to give little time to your brain to grasp it, to know what the brain has to process and for how long. Now, the ideal time suggested for writing an effective essay is around 25 to 30 minutes at maximum. Now, when you know that you have to constantly write for 30 minutes now at a stretch, now your brain should know what exactly you are choosing to write, because it's going to be a long run of thought process. This is how brain actually works. So you have to understand how brain is going to pick up this question and how it is going to work upon that. Now the brain is very smart, children. It tells you which of the question to opt, which is the question you must go for, because our brain gives us some kind of indication with the easier term we say easy or difficult. So if the brain tells you that narrative essay is really easy, go for narrative essay. Now, children, reflective essays are fun element into writing essays, because it's a one word and there are ample variations involved into that one word, and you can write so many things into it. So let's not waste our time into it. Because I think every example I talk of, I generally talk about expressive essays or reflective essays, because that's what I love. So for this, I thought for a little change. So I thought of picking up a narrative essay. Now here on my screen, you can see narrate an experience where you learn great things about your ancestors. Now, let's say this was a narrative essay I picked up. Now, first of all, I have to take 2-3 deep breaths, help my brain grasp the topic, and then my brain eventually is going to start working upon these topics. Now, anything that strikes your brain harder, the brain dives into the long thought process, keeps on thinking and thinking, and when the brain starts thinking, it starts digging new things. The first few things that strikes to your brain right after meeting or learning the question are the things that your brain is already well aware and prepared of. Right. Now, this is the psychology. I'm repeating the psychology again. How does this brain actually works? Anything that comes into your brain right after listening to some word, reading some question, are the things your brain is already well aware of. If I say Vladimir Putin, if I say COVID-19, if I say apple, if I say ball, if I say corruption. So when I say this word, I was sure there was some picture that came into your mind, right? That is the power of our brain and the thought process. So after this, after your brain takes a little time, some seconds to understand the question, now it's time for us to work upon the wheel of thought. Now, what is wheel of thought? Wheel of thought, children, is the thought process. How our brain starts working from one core and then starts traveling the route of not or never investigated or never navigated portions. So the question I found really interesting because I was absolutely unaware about my ancestry. I never knew who my great great grandfather was. So I sat with my father one day and we started discussing about my ancestry or where I come from. So that's what I got to know. That's what I got to learn after digging the past. And that's how the wheel of thought. When I read the question, I knew these are the things I'm going to write. So give 2 to 4 minutes. The ideal time given to the wheel of thought is 2 to 4 minutes, and at a stretch it can be 5 minutes before writing an essay. That means this 5 minutes involve the thought process. This involves grasping of the question and understanding it, and this also involves wheel of thought. So the first few things that came into my mind right after listening to this question was I come from long line of warriors, right? So it was really new and very grasping interesting to me. So I got to know, you know what, when I got to learn this thing that I come from long line of warriors, I gasped because war, I don't know why. Let's talk about the second thing I got to know. The second thing, my great great grandfather was the first doctor in town. Right now, that was a huge achievement for a person like me. And then my maternal family fought for the freedom of the country. Now, again, something to be boastful and proudful of. So I am really proud of this thing. Now, there is a secret door in some to some cave in my ancestral house. Now, this is, I think this is just a story because I have been to that ancestral house and have checked all the nooks and corners. No stone was left unturned in finding the door of that cave. But this is what my father said, that there is a secret cave into our ancestral house, but I don't know where is it. Maybe someday when I am retired and I'm free to dig the house and find it out, maybe then I'll find out a cave, maybe full of surprises. And then the next thing that I got to learn about my ancestors were my grandfather was the sharpest hunter in town. He used to hunt down animals. Now this is something I'm really not proud of, but of course, talking about ancestors, these things really matter a lot. So let's say I give 2 to 3 minutes to this thought process, and these are the few things that came into my mind. Now let's say I give 4 minutes, 4 long whole minute to this thought process, and I got to know 10 things about their ancestors of mine. So when I wrote this 10 things as a wheel of thought, as Meri Soch Ka Pahiya, now what has happened here next? Now I know that anything that my brain is already knows of, these 10 points my brain is already aware of, I can at least write a paragraph on them. Minimum one paragraph. The ideal line into a paragraph is 7 lines. That's the ideal lines for a paragraph. Now let's say 7 lines and I write around 6 to 8 words into one line. Please, if you can see the screen, please focus more on the screen also, because this is little bit of maths and you need to understand the calculation here. Now let's say the ideal number of lines into a paragraph is 7 lines. We write around 6 to 8 words per line, approximately 7 words. Let's say 6 to 8 approximately 7 words. So now 7 lines and 7 words in one line. That means 7 into 7, 49. And that means I wrote around 49 to 50 words in one paragraph. Right. Now I wrote 10 points in my wheel of thoughts. That means I can write 10 paragraphs. So how is this going to work? This is going to support. Imagine I wrote 10 paragraphs. Each word again has each line again has 7 words, and each paragraph of this was of 7 lines. So what has happened here? Pick the calculation of 49 words per paragraph, and 6 is into 7 into 49, that is 490 words. Now, children, without calculating, without fidgeting for ideas, without meddling in this affair, without not giving my 100% and undivided attention to my writing, I have already written 490 words without wasting time in thinking what to write next. This is how important we have thought. This is how it saves a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, and a lot of your effort. Because once we start writing long scriptures, our brain is constantly into some thoughts and keeps on running new vocabularies and new words into our brain. So the most important thing we need to learn right now is that once the wheel of thought is prepared, at least I will not have to think for new ideas. It's already written, I just have to pick it up. I introduced the topic in 2 3 lines, then I started writing that I come from a long line of warriors. So I started writing that I come from a long line of warriors. My great grandfather has fought in this war and he has done this, all these things. We came from here and settled down here. So many things I can write. So let's say I wrote a paragraph about that. Then immediately, right after I finished the 7 line, I have completed the paragraph. Now I switch to another topic, and then here I don't have to think for okay, what to write next because it's already written in my wheel of thought. I just have to pick it up and start writing. Now, children, what is more important here to learn and know is that please stick to the interlinking of the paragraph, because that's what glues your examiner to your writing scripture. If your paragraph is interlinked and it's not lagging behind, it's not lacking any ideas or something, at least I will not have to break my interest and attention, because I will be glued in reading that at a stretch, at a constant. So the more interested the examiner is in reading your essay, the greater marks you get, the greater mark you score. Right. Now, this was all about the selection of wheel of thought, the topic selection, and how many words approximately do we write. Now, let's come to about framing of the sentences and picking up hefty words. Now, children, this thing will only and only come up with practice. To practice what I did as a kid, what I was taught as a kid, to write one paragraph every day about anything in the world. My class teacher called it keen task. Keen task as in anything you noticed today. Tomorrow, when you come up to me, you come up writing a paragraph about that particular thing. I would love to read what did you focus. So let's say I am a student right now, and today I've noticed this bottle of mine so closely. Now, what am I going to do? I am going to write a paragraph on this bottle. Ki I got this bottle from this place. The color of this bottle is really appealing to me, though I am not a girly girl. But then also this marigold pink is really, really attractive. The silver cap of it's really calling. I love the straw attached into the bottle. I love how long lasting the thermo of the bottle is. So there are so many things I can write about bottle. So when I wrote one of this paragraph, now what am I going to do? I'm going to keep this job every day. Children, writing a paragraph hardly is going to take 10 minutes of your 24 hours. So please, this will come with practice. The more you practice, the more your brain will prepare itself to cope with your writing things. It's more likely exercising, right? When you exercise, you rupture your muscles, right? Now what will happen tomorrow? Maybe you will have muscle cramps, your body will ache, but your muscle is now prepared. Yesterday I had some threshold, yesterday I was ruptured to my core. I have to prepare myself, I have to collect some protein, so that no sooner does I get a muscle rupture, I can build it back. So this is how exercising works. If anyone who's a lover of exercise will already know that this happens. So this happens without keen writing also, children. When we write a paragraph, today my brain got to know that yes, I wrote a paragraph. Tomorrow when I start writing, my brain already is a little bit learned about the concept. Now I have to write about something, so the brain will give me clear insights of writing something. I hope this is helpful. Picking up hefty words, it's going to be another discussion, and it's going to be on another level. I can discuss about ease, and I can discuss about different ideas of going through this. But for now, I think the video is getting quite too long, and I don't want to bore any one of you, because I'm all here to help you, support you, and help you grow into a better version of yourself. So I hope this video was helpful to everyone. If it was, please shower your love to the nerds, and I will see you all in my next class. All right, everybody. Bye.